From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Saturday, November 10th, 2018. Silver is trading at $14.16 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,210 per ounce. Zen is trading at $15, and the average price of Bitcoin is $6,412. Antiwar.com reports with their previous run against the city having stalled on the outskirts, Saudi-backed Yemeni forces announced on Friday they are beginning a vast offensive against the vital aid port of Hodeidah. The statement declared their forces to be advancing on all fronts with the backing of Saudi and UAE forces and said fierce battles were ongoing. Locals within Hodeidah said fighting inside the city still appears quite limited, which isn't to say that fighting isn't happening. Health officials are reporting heavy airstrikes in the neighborhood surrounding Hodeidah's main hospital, with at least 2 civilians killed and 15 others wounded. More than 30 strikes were reported. The UN issued a statement on the fighting, warning both that the heavy fighting is preventing civilians trapped within Hodeidah from fleeing, and that the moves against the aid port are threatening mass starvation, even as the WFP tries to up the amount of food aid into the country. Zencash has changed their name to Horizon to better represent their transition from a cryptocurrency to a pioneering platform that protects consumer data. They are working towards the day when anyone will be able to build privacy-based applications on the Horizon platform. The unique spelling of Horizon is a nod to their heritage and recognizes that they remain committed to the vision that their project was built upon. Their coin and ticker symbol remain ZEN. Learn more at horizon.global and join the Horizon community. HORIZEN.global. Reuters reports the U.S. Food and Drug Administration next week will issue a ban on the sale of fruit and candy-flavored electronic cigarettes in convenience stores and gas stations, according to an agency official, in a move to counter a surge in teen use of e-cigarettes. The ban means only tobacco, mint, and menthol flavors can be sold at these outlets, according to the agency official, potentially dealing a major blow to companies like Juul Labs, the San Francisco-based market leader in vape devices. The FDA also will introduce stricter age verification requirements for online sale of e-cigarettes. The FDA's planned restrictions, first reported by the Washington Post and confirmed by Reuters by the official, do not apply to vape shops or other specialty retail stores. There has been mounting pressure for action after preliminary federal data showed teen use had surged by more than 75% since last year, and the FDA has described it as an epidemic. FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb said in September, e-cigs have become an almost ubiquitous and dangerous trend among teens. The disturbing and accelerated trajectory of use we're seeing in youth and the resulting path to addiction must end. It's simply not tolerable. The growth has coincided with the rise of Juul, whose sales of vaping devices grew from 2.2 million in 2016 to 16.2 million devices last year, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The agency threatened in September to ban Juul and 4 other leading e-cigarette products unless their makers took steps to prevent use by minors. The FDA gave Juul and 4 big tobacco companies 60 days to submit plans to curb underage use, a compliance period that is now ending. The planned restrictions on flavors in convenience stores are likely to be the biggest impact on Juul, which sells nicotine liquid pods in flavors such as mango, mint, fruit, and cream, previously called creme brulee. The other e-cigarette competitors sold at convenience stores are those marketed primarily by tobacco companies such as Altria Group, British American Tobacco, Imperial Brands, and Japan Tobacco Incorporated. Those products, sold under the names Mark 10, Blue, Views, and Logic, have lost market share as Juul has risen to prominence over the last year, growing from 13.6% of the U.S. e-cigarette market in early 2017 to nearly 75% now. E-cigarette products represent a small share of revenue for major tobacco companies, whereas Juul's business is built entirely on the vaping devices. A spokeswoman for Juul declined to comment. The companies have previously said their products are intended for adult use and that they would work to ensure retailers comply with the laws. Juul has previously said the company wants to be part of the solution in keeping e-cigarettes out of the hands of young people, but that appropriate flavors play an important role in helping adult smokers switch. Meredith Berkman, a founder of Parents Against Vaping E-Cigarettes, which seeks to curb underage use, said the agency's move was a good first step, but added that the final step should have happened yesterday. You can support FPP Radio by joining the Fans program. Fans are friends, allies, and numerous supporters. Fans help FPP afford to produce more original content. To learn more or to join the Fans program, visit fans.fppradio.com. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.